Okay, so Chisme. So we're gonna be interviewing the guy who ran off Santi yesterday, named Tattoo Panda. Highly said. So if you make sure you double tap that screen, grab your heart me's, share the live to everybody that follows me or is interested on the Chisme. Share because a lot of people don't know about this account. So we're interviewing Tattoo Panda. That's who we're interviewing. And he's gonna tell us what happened, how did we get to that point, and then some information that we found out as well, and see like, hey, what's up with this? What's up with this? And then we have Ash Trevino is back on her craziness, talking about she doesn't care, that she's basically saying that this is my backup. What the hell? This is my backup. I got bananas, Missy, yesterday. I got bananas. That's why I'm not over here. Right? She basically, she wants another. Yeah, so Queen was interviewed. I didn't get to hear the interview, but I can look for it if you guys want to hear it. Do you guys want to hear it? Well, because he's just stuck in traffic, so he was heading home. Okay, let me bring up. Where's Poncho? There you go. Okay.
Which Airbnb is this one?
July. Okay, this one here.
Stop. Going Nicole. Friend wants to come on later.
I mean, as Trevino calls out everybody, best friend is as real as her, and
you know what I'm saying? Like, Cherry, if you're on here, do you want to request? I just got a few questions. Most of them are towards your friend, but I feel like you have, like, if that's your best friend.
So Cherry is the best friend of.
So if you want to come on here real quick, Cherry, and then if your best friend wants to come on later.
Of Blanca, the girl who ran up on Ash. Jasmine, you were there? Oh my God, Jasmine, request right now. I have questions. Request. If you were there, legit request right now. Oh, Pancho said, mira, you had my heart going up. Okay, let's listen to Pancho's interview.
Want to request, if you're not too busy right now, I just had a few questions, though. You feel what I'm saying? Wait, what did you guys say? He is hiding something, guys. What the fuck you doing? Am I hiding, bro? Damaris! Here we go. How's it going, Cherry?
hi, William Levy. Good morning, primas.
Yo, well, I've added you before, no? Like, to the lives?
Yes. Yeah, you have. I'm always, like, on here.
Yeah, like, they really don't be knowing that me and you're like one of my triple OGs, bro.
I was, like, telling, like, people that I'm, like, I've been following you since back in your YouTube days, like, in your car, that I'm, like...
Are you guys okay? Or do you guys want to see it? Okay, we'll listen to it and then I'll play it later.
I'm following you since forever.
Damn, well,
here I am.
Well, okay, so a lot of people that are watching right now, this is the best friend of the girl that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you ask her, like, what was running through her mind? Like, what like, made her out of nowhere just want to just sock somebody?
Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, Pancho. Like, my best friend is as real as it comes. Honestly, she saw her And she got really annoyed because she was in the restroom, and a lot of girls were like, "Did y'all see Ash Trevino? You know, that restroom talk. Like, we don't like her, but we want to take a picture with her, or we want to go up to her." And honestly, my best friend heard that, and just to be honest, my best friend said she saw that guy taking a picture with her, and she said she just did what needed to be done.
Yeah, so a lot of people were saying that y'all set up Ash Trevino. Did your best friend set her up, or she just like solo just punched her?
My best friend just landed back from Cali. My best friend she literally just saw Ash Trevino. It was on site. It was my best friend is as real as it comes. Like,
yeah,
if my best friend don't like you, if you know, like, and Ash Trevino, you know, I mean, Ash Trevino calls out everybody. Ash Trevino has always said, and I'm sorry, but Ash Trevino literally dealt with the real one, and my best friend saw her, and she didn't even. My best friend doesn't even want to do interviews because she's like, I don't want the clout. She's like, I just did what needed to be done. Like, I saw her, it's on site, and she did what.
So was your friend like on some like what they call liquid courage? Was she on some sort of like Hennessy?
I mean, she had some shots in her, but I mean, that's just my best friend.
This is the best friend.
Literally, that's just who she is.
So then, what occurred after? I think I asked you, but if you could tell the public, what occurred after? They just escorted her out.
Nothing happened. Literally, as soon as it happened, as y'all can see in the video, she was there with my best friend Andy as well. That's the guy that was with her in the video, and the security guard pretty much said, "Hey, you can't be doing that. You know, you need to get out." And my best friend just replied, laughing, like, "Oh, don't worry, it's okay. I'm already on my way out. No need to kick me out."
Damn, and just to confirm, she has nothing to do with that Santi guy, right?
Heck no. Heck no. Yeah, that was a lie. That was a straight up lie. She has nothing to do with that Santos.
Did you see that video when Ash Trevino got ran out in that parking lot? Was that in that same club, or was that like before?
No, that was afterwards. But my best friend had nothing to do with those guys that were chasing whoever they were chasing. My best friend had nothing to do. My best friend did, you know, what needed to be done, and those guys, I guess, had their problems with them, and they followed them afterwards.
Damn. Okay. Well, I appreciate that little, you know what I'm saying, mini interview. And people were asking, Oak Cliff, is that like a ghetto area?
No, that's a neighborhood. That's where it happened, but my best friend is from Pleasant Grove, so that's why we're like, you know, that was on the Grove because that's where we're from. Pleasant Grove.
Oh, okay. Now, if GTA was there, do you think she would have done the same thing?
Oh, I did want to say that. I fuck with GTA, but I'm going to tell you this. Whether GTA was there or not, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, my best friend is that girl, and it is what...
You have seen GTA's lives, and when he'd be like, "Oh, why? You've seen that, right?"
Yeah, I be on his lives, but I'm just going to say that, like, whether GTA was there or not, like my best friend would have told you right now. What were they going to do about it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I get the little mini interview. Also, tell your friend that she has a nice smile. I saw she had like a villain smile right after she smacked her.
Yeah, you know, she's that girl.
Okay. Well,
and you know, a lot of people are also seeing comments that they're like, "Oh, she didn't do anything," but I'm sorry, but my best friend did what people have flown into Texas for to, you know, supposedly. And my best friend, like I said, she doesn't even care for her. But like I said, it's just on site. Like, Ash Trevino is Ash Trevino. And, you know, you've warned her, and Ash has been warned many times. You're going to run into the wrong person. And, I mean, I'm sorry, that's just what happened, you know.
Yeah, kudos to her, because I don't think she went in with the mindset that she was gonna it was gonna blow up this crazy or get clout, and she did what a lot of these like hot Cheeto girls were claiming they were gonna do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's not live.
Yeah. So, but like I said, my best friend clearly says she doesn't want the clout. I mean, if you've seen, she just posted that. If you've seen her page, you've seen her page. There's already many people trying to do fake pages on her, but yeah.
She's the one that posted. She has like the CA, right? And then she posted like a selfie. Is that the real page of hers? The one you reposted?
Yes, the one that I reposted. That's her real page. And the only reason why she did post her Cash App, because you should see that I got so many messages. She's getting overwhelmed where they're like, "Oh, let me send you money for coffee." So, you know, she's That's just the only reason.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe she's overwhelmed and she wants to be a little bit more private. But I appreciate you, Miss Cherry, for coming on here and answering some of the questions. Okay.
All right, bye, primas. I gave y'all the tea, primas and primos.
Right. Take care.
Bye.
Okay, so what we heard right now, oh my god, why is my chair cricket? What we heard, hey La Bonita, thank you guys so much for double tapping because it's a backup page. It's gonna get lost, so if you guys can double tap, grab your heart me, share the live to everything chismosos, share it. So basically we heard Blanca's best friend, Cherry, let us know that she was just something she decided to do. I guess she saw her in the bathroom and she was like, ugh, Trevino's here. So while the guy was taking a picture, she ran up on her and that's when she punched her. She's saying, because a lot of people have been creating accounts, putting the cash apps on there so they can get the money, because people kept saying like, I want to buy you coffee, I want to buy you lunch. Some people were like, I just want to send you like people were commenting right here, can I help you? Can I help you? You hot? Are you hot? Gorda's being a little toxic, you guys. So that's what she posted and she reposted it. So just be careful who you're sending your money to. Yes, let me find her account.
My trade.
Watch. There you go, little.
Let me go on the other account. My main. So really, to each his own, but she's gonna be popular. She's gonna be famous for soccer punching. She had 20,000 followers.
No, hold on now. You ain't supposed to be getting on my damn.
Let me go in her account. Oh, she's at 21K. So it's this one.
Fuck your hoe, cause she like that.
What'd she say?
Fuck your hoe, cause she like that.
JMB740. And the wager time on that shit. See, this is the thing. I hear the comments about, oh, there's so much thing going on in the world. A lot of people, you have to understand, a lot of people don't care about politics. A lot of people don't care about that. Thank you, Mushasha. They're there for the entertainment. So you can't just say because there's things out in the world. There's things in the world we can't control. There's certain things we can control. There's things that they control, like sucker punch and Ash. You know what I mean? So it's not even, if it made it, well. Exactly, Jumper. Thank you, Jumper. We do care, but there's things we can't control. Plus, there's T pages, and that's why I think they're like, oh, you should talk about this. First of all, you can't go on somebody's platform and tell them what they can and can't talk about. One. Two, if my T page is about politics, I'll talk about politics. I don't talk about politics because that's what I chose not to talk about. This is my backup because I got bananas on the main one. I talk about the cheese man. I chose to talk about Trevino and everybody on it. This is entertainment. This is all entertainment purposes. Thank you so much for the harmonies. Entertainment purposes. Exactly. Sometimes you just have to get away from everything we just hear because we don't want to hear the same thing every day, right? Now, I did hear, and also people were saying it's JMB740, no dot. Now, people send me a clip of saying that it was a setup and it's a skit, which I'm like, oh, thank you, Genesis, which is wild to me because if it is a skit, that means she's so damn low to the point that she would allow somebody to sucker punch her over her brand new fillers. For what? What if that punch would have not landed right and it would have been something worse? Yep. Yeah, and they were saying that this is a skit because they're all trying to set up and promote Santi's because he sets up yeah, they're saying that that's the reason why, that because he has that and that people are helping him promote his page. And then people are saying maybe it's not a skit, but that he set her up. Could be, because I don't know if you guys didn't know, I interviewed Santi, just a quick interview, like 4 days ago. Friday, was it Friday? I can't remember. It was late at night, and I asked him, why are you, we did earlier, why are you hanging around with Ash Trevino? And he said, because I'm poor. So if he decided, okay, I'm going to promote my pining thing, because he's been promoting Ash in regards to this vaccine. Say she's not in it, but him maybe allegedly setting her up, that's a whole different thing. No way. Did he? But he did straight up said, I'm broke. I'm broke. That's why he's hanging around with her. And then I said, stop doing those videos on Instagram, because aren't you embarrassed that your mom will see it? Aren't you embarrassed your mom would see it, your tias? And he's like, I mean, yeah, you're right. Like, then he wanted me to do a diss track on Ash, which I was like, yeah, I'll spit some bars. He messaged me, he's like, let's work together. Like, he does. So he promotes, he does these fights. The people that run her out of the club, Uncle Fester. Haven't you been using Ashley too? No. I used her content to talk about the tea. I use not only Ash, now I can say I use Uncle Fester, Carlo Trevino, anybody I talk about, I used it because this is what it is. Anybody, and I've said it before, because people are like, oh, now she's going to get the following, she's going to become viral, talking about Blanca. Post the content. Post the content. Yes, we are, Yasin. Post the content. Make that bread. Make it. Clips, anything. Make it. We are going to be interviewing the Tattoo Panda, which is the guy that was with his friend running off Ash. Oh, he's here, you guys. All right.
My bad.
Oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes. Let me make you bigger. All right.
Hang on, I'm trying to. It's been a while since I gone live. I'm trying to do this.
No, you good. You good. Everybody double tap that screen. Share that live.
There we go.
Hey. Live.
There we go.
Hey. Official Dallas Panda. He was on the bar where everything happened with Fiona Trevino, aka Ash Trevino. He was there and he ran off Santi as well. So he's gonna tell us what happened. And a lot of people were confused on that because they thought you were going for Ash and not Santi.
Nah, never that. I'll never go for a woman like that. Nah, okay, so what happened was for a while, I've been having a lot of, it's before the music. I already had a bond and relationship with Chris and his family. And it all started through a family member that was murdered. And then as he started getting recognition with the family and everything, his mom, we got connected with his mom again and everything. And my thing was to take care of him and help out with everything as well. So I'll get to that tea in a minute. But how Ash got involved was because with all the drama that was going on with OC Chris and K1, which is his manager, and Sergio, which is his bodyguard, I try to keep things civil. I was getting left on scene and everything. They didn't want to handle it the way it should have been handled, so I took it to the net, took it to the web. It started going viral. And through text, they wanted to act like if they were about that life, they were big and bad. So things just went to one thing to another. And then I got alerted where they were at. They can't hide. I'm very well known in Dallas. I'm hated and I'm loved. I mean, who ain't? So with the drama that's been going on, a lot of people thought I was capping. They thought I was lying about a lot of stuff, and they thought I was clout chasing. I've never been known for a clout chaser in my entire life. I've earned my name by doing the things that I do and be known for who I am. But so I was alerted that K1 and Santi P were at Sunset. So I didn't even know about Ash at this point. I was at home, about getting ready for work next morning, and that's when I was like, you know what? I got the call. I said, hey, I'm on my way. I said, let them know. They're like, nah, just pull up. They said, you said all this? Let's see if you better. I said, all right, bet. I said, bro, I've never once lied. I said, nah, everything I've talked about, I got receipts on. I said, y'all gonna see. Sure enough, I went 8 minutes away. I was on a video call. That's when I see Ash get punched in the face. And
So
and
were
I
you inside watching this?
No. I was on camera watching it because it was already being talked about what was going to happen, because people were saying that she was there and that they were going to run up on her, and that everybody wanted to do something to her, just like everybody's been doing for years. And so by the time I got there, she was already in the truck. Santi P was down the road just standing on the sidewalk by himself. Nobody was around him.
Oh.
So mind you, when I'm driving by, I'm on the phone with my boy he's trying to tell me like where everybody's at. He thought everybody was gone. I saw Santi P immediately. I stopped the car in the middle of the road. I'm talking about people were telling me to move the car and everything. I didn't care. I got out and I told him, I said, what's up, Santi? And he goes, oh, what's good, Panda? What's up? I want to shake my hand. I said, nah, bro. I said, I'm not trying to cuss. I was like, man, screw all that friendly stuff, bro. I said, what's up, bro? We gonna set this fight up or what? I said, cause you been leaving me on red. I said, you ignoring everybody. I said, you ghosting everybody. I said, but you on the web talking about you about that live, that you can set anything up, that you're signed TP and this and that, you're big and bad. I said, what's up, bro? And he's like, nah, it ain't nothing like that, bro. I said, man, whatever, bro. I said, you a clown. I said, you a snake, you fake, bro. I said, matter of fact, where K1 at, bro? I said, your manager. I said, where he at? He's like, oh, he gone. I said, bro, if I find K1, bro, and he's here, I said, I'm coming after you too. And then sure enough, my boy had on the phone, he was connected to my radio. I heard him say, hey, he's right here in the parking lot. I got in that car, went to the parking lot, ran up on K1. I said, hey, what's up, K1? Oh, what's up, Pastor? Nah, bro, fuck all that. I said, man, screw all that, bro. And then that's when, so mind you, the guy in the blue, not the jersey, I was in the jersey. The guy in the blue shirt is my homeboy. He didn't know about our drama that was going on. So the girl that was with K1, that's his niece. And they were with Ash. So Ash was already in the passenger seat because she's all crying because of her lip. So when they were outside the car, K1 hid behind my homeboy, and my homeboy came up to me. He's like, oh, what's up, Panda? You dapped me up. And then K1 just looked shocked, and he went behind the car door. And then I pushed my homeboy out the way, and I said, what's up, K1? And that's when you start seeing the video. And K1 leans up against the car, and he's all like, man, you know I'm not no bitch, you know I'm not no bitch. I said, what's up there? Run it there, bro. I said, bro, you did all this talking through text. You thought shit was funny. I said, shit, we gonna do it now. Nah, K1 ain't 19, he's 20. But it doesn't matter. You want to be a grown man, you gonna get things handled like grown man should. So I ran up on him, because he, like I said, I try to keep things civil.
Right.
I try to keep things civil. The way things should have went. I mean, there's a lot of tea that I have. And I have my receipts on everything. And now everybody's finally coming to realize that everything that I said wasn't a lie. And so I literally moved my boy out the way. K1 hid behind the door. So while Ash is in the passenger seat, she's screaming, leave him alone, holding her lip, leave him alone. And then the girl which is my homeboy's niece, she's like, man, just leave him alone, Patty, leave him alone. So then I went around the car door, and then K1's grabbing the door, trying to close the door, and he rolls the window up, which you see in the video. He's like, man, Panda, I ain't gonna fight you, bro. I ain't gonna fight you. I was like, bro, I said, you doing all this talking. You were just acting hard outside the car. Now that I'm up against you, bro, what's up? He's like, bro, I'm not gonna swing at you, bro. So I jumped down. He, flinched all hard and like started covering his head, and the girl was covering his head too. And then they grabbed the door and they slammed it on me. And then that's when my buddy was telling me, he's like, hey, bro, this is my niece's car, bro. He's like, don't hit it. Like, don't do nothing to it. She ain't got nothing to do with it. I said, nah, bro, you good. I said, I got nothing to do with the ladies. I said, they're good. I said, but I want him, bro. I said, you want to act hard over the phone and through text like you're about that life, bro? I said, man, y'all wearing bulletproof vests and carrying all these guns. The day that Chris got arrested, you gave me your gun knowing I'm not even supposed to have it, bro. But what did I do? I got rid of it for you while you ran off and hid. So I'm putting my life on the line for all these other people just for them to turn around and backstab me. But I had to do what I did to show that I'm not on talk. I'm not. I'm loyal. If I say something, I'm gonna do it. But the thing is, people slept on my loyalty, and too many people know me for my loyalty. So, and they got caught on video. It's out there. So now everything that I said, everybody knows it. It wasn't clout chasing. It wasn't a fluke. And now come today, Chris posts on his profile. He's not has nothing to do with rainwater. So then now even Tonti P flips on Ash, talking about
I'm right. I did see that.
Yeah, bro, like
Ashes does
her next on a shopping spree. So now you got Ash over here talking about pressing charges and for old girl, which she didn't want me to put her name out there because she said she really didn't want the fame. It was just a in the moment thing because she's also just like everybody else. She don't got no respect for that girl or that old lady, shall I say? Because she's messing with a whole bunch of minors. I know so much more too, but it's just crazy, man. And so she didn't want her name involved. She didn't want to get involved on this call. I was trying to get her on. She said she doesn't want no fame, but obviously her information's already out there, and she's already booming.
So you know the girl that ran up on her?
Yeah, and I know her nephew too.
Got it. So yeah, I don't know if you've seen this, but there's actually, and it's been spamming on here, but there was a video sent to me that, Santi does the fights and stuff, and they're saying that this was all a setup, and it's all a skit for you guys to help Santi, but then, so...
Santi's a clout chaser, and he uses other people with clout to help with his clout. Because people have called him on his BS so much, because Santi P is Santi P, and Santi P runs this, runs that, but so many people called him out on it, and he got caught on his bluff. And now he's using other people to raise his clout back up.
Got it. So then everybody's saying that you're part of it. Anything you would say no, you're not?
I got my own beef with the guys. Well, all three of them. I got my own beef. And I got so many receipts. I got so much dirt. I did do a call out video that got removed for bullying and harassment of me telling Santi P set it up, because I said we could either do mutual combat bare fist or we could do it with the gloves. Right. I got text messages, I got screenshots, I have a lot, and there's a lot of stuff I know personally, and still to this day, even today, I got more proof of a lot of things, And it's real bad, even when it's your ex-girlfriend's hitting me up with stuff,
So, Cosmo, he said no. So, do you feel that Santi set this all up for Ash, even though she didn't know about this and he set it up?
So, I don't know exactly what all they had planned, because after sunset, they had plans to go to Arlington because they had another spot they were going to, which I had that location also. But mind you, I didn't know about the Ash Trevino part until after I had got there, and I realized she was the one screaming in the front seat. And that's where it was telling me that she's the one that got popped in the mouth. She's the one that got popped in the mouth. And I was like, oh, so she was the one screaming at me, telling me, stop, leave him alone, leave him alone. And then so that's when I started telling everybody, I was like, dang, I said, how do you rep Oak Cliff so hard? And you say you about that life and you about Oak Cliff stand up, and Oak Cliff America this, America that, but you got ran out by me. And I'm not even from the Cliff.
Got you. So people are asking, you're not connected to the girl that hit her, but you know of her and you know her nephew.
Mm-hmm. I know. I literally knew about maybe 60% of the people that were inside that place, and I've been very well known in Dallas for a long time, and I barely even get in any beef and drama. Like, this is probably the first beef that I've ever been in that's been this big, and the amount of screenshots, phone calls, and FaceTimes that I get of people showing me where people are at. I have addresses. I have IDs. It's gone as far as me receiving socials. Like, I'm that connected. So, but I'm just not that kind of person, Like, you really, really have to push me to make me go as far as I did last night.
Gotcha. Oh, damn. So Santi is basically from that area, and then he just goes to LA to record whatever he's trying to record then.
Yeah, so Santi's from Sherman. Santi's from Sherman, Texas. And you got Mrs. Crab or whatever you want to call her, from, what is it, Ennis?
Yeah.
So she's from the cows, she built like one too, but yeah.
People are laughing. So you'd say that Ash was in that sea and she was crying when you pulled up.
Mm-hmm. And she was like ducking and stuff because the girl that hit her, her and her group, they were in front of the truck. Actually, they're the ones that recorded me going after K1, as a matter of fact.
Oh, so that's the clip that's going around.
That whole group is the one that recorded me going after him. And then I found all that out after. Because like I said, I went for my own personal reasons and my own beef. And then that's when I got twisted in with Ash.
Who's Veronica? Oh, she said I'm here, but I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. These comments are going by fast. But at the end of the day,
that video was recorded by the group that was with the girl that did that to Ash.
Yeah.
Dang. Now
they were trying to get her to come out the car again.
Oh, so they try to say, "Hey, come back, let's finish." Oh,
yeah.
Veronica recorded that video.
Oh yeah, Veronica, yeah. That's her. She's the one that recorded it. She did tell me she was gonna join.
Do you want to come up, Veronica? Let me know and request.
Yeah. So, Veronica's the one that recorded it.
Because you mentioned that a lot of people in that place. Can you find out a little bit more people that might have recorded the other angle? Because we're trying to figure out if she really did fall back. Because they keep saying she did. She keeps saying she didn't. We're trying to get details of how she fell back.
I can see if I get more video. All the footage that I got were literally both those angles that are going viral. And I got another angle that wasn't very pretty good. But it's like they all stopped once they saw her get hit.
Yeah, because they were probably all in shock.
That's really what it was. Because a lot of people thought it was a bluff. Because there's a lot of people that be in comments, saying they're going to do this, do that, But this time, it actually happened. And matter of fact, the girl that did it ain't even from here. She's from California.
Yeah, that's what her best friend was on live today, and they said that she just flew back from California.
Yep, she's from California. And she told her nephew she did it for the 6'5". But we told her, we're like, nah, girl, you're America's hero. Because everybody been waiting for that girl to get popped in the mouth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she became, like, everybody's best friend and, like, this. Like, we're buying her coffee and everything.
Even my mama wants to pop that woman in the mouth.
Hey, shout out to your mom, though, for helping us get this. Hi, Veronica.
Hey, this is the first time my mom's ever had my back this hard.
That was so funny.
Usually she's against me with all this other stuff because, like I said, I don't really get in drama like that. I'm so used to people. Like I said, I got people that love me and that hate me. So it's like I'm so used to people saying they're gonna do this, do that. But you know what? I'm outside. I roll one deep, and not nobody has done anything. The ones that have talked about me ain't done nothing when I stood in their face. So I don't hide. I'm never gonna hide. Now I have no reason to hide.
That's crazy. Hi, Veronica.
Hello.
Hi. So you are the one that recorded Panda, right?
Yes, I did.
So tell us. So what happened? Did you know? Like, what made you start recording?
Well, I was already leaving Sunset. And then we noticed that Ash was still outside. We saw her in the passenger seat, which we do have a clip of her just where we could see her sitting there, like, looked like she was crying. So I guess she was.
She was.
So I was going to get closer, but then at that fight, that's when I saw Panda pull up, like, straight up, like, emergency lights and everything. Like he was there, like him and his girl. So I was like, okay. I'm like, let me start recording. I don't know what's gonna be going down. So I'm like, all right. So immediately I'm like, okay. So that's when I started recording him, and I noticed that he was trying to go to the back seat. That's where the guys were at. So I already knew he had some issues with the guys, not Ash, of course. Right. So everything was just recorded, and that's all I got.
Were you inside?
Yes, when she pulled up, we all instantly noticed her. We all started recording her. I have a video of her when she walks up to not walks up, but like when she's getting into her section. And when she got her section sign, it said Ash with Santi, like an X and Santi. So it was like her and Santi's name on the section sign.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
And then, like, literally, I don't think they even got the bottle. Like, literally after the sign, that's when everything happened, and they were at the door. Not even, I don't think, like 30 minutes they were in there.
Nobody helped that girl out. Nobody helped her out. Nobody helped out
Really?
K1. And Santi stayed down the street. He didn't even come help out K1 himself.
So
Yeah.
who took Ash out? Like, who did she walk out with?
She just walked out with all her crew.
The whole group, the whole section she
They
was
walked in
with,
there
they
with the
all
big
ran
ass
out.
camera with the light. Like, everything was so obvious. Like, dude, like, I don't know if they're streaming or anything else, but
Yeah.
big old. Dude, I don't know if they're streaming or anything else, but
Yeah.
big old.
I don't know her name, and then Ash, and then Santi's bodyguard, I guess, K1. Which, crazy, who was the bodyguard just looking like helping out Santi and not Ash? Because people were saying that he hired him for Ash.
I didn't see nobody there.
They didn't do nothing. When I seen whenever she got hit, she moved two guys in front of her, and she was like standing on the booth, and then that's when she just moved out the way, and she put two guys in front of her, but she didn't fall. She did not fall, so she just moved out the way. And then after that, that's when they walked out.
So when you see her get punched, what did she do? Just walk away? Did they like react? Did they say, "Hey, are you okay?" Or was it just
no?
Oh, damn!
She was just like everything was just so sudden. She just moved away, and then she was looking mad. And then after that, that's when everybody was like getting in the way. And then I didn't know she had left water right. So I was like, okay. And then at the moment, I was already gonna leave, but then that's when she pulled up. I'm like, okay, well, let's stay. And then minutes later, that's when I walked out with my friends, and we noticed that she was there, and that's when I recorded. Panda pulled up.
Were you